All right. Hello, everybody. My name is Kelsey, also known as Poetic Frames. Today we're going to be doing a speed draw of me drawing my sexy McThiccems. This drawing was actually inspired by the Starcos on TikTok. And when I saw this on my For You page, I was like, oh my gosh, she is so bad. And she would look so cute in my style. So I literally hopped on it instantly. And with this sketch that I'm doing right now, I actually ended up changing it because I wanted her body to have a little twist to it, be more animated rather than just her just looking straight at you. So yeah, you're gonna see soon I'm gonna change this. But this picture is I'm so in love with it because I took my time. I took I took days to pretty much finish this. So as you can see right now, I actually did a whole I scrapped the first sketch and I'm doing something else. And I wanted her to be mad thick, but I also wanted her to have charismatic but sassy, confident, she knows she that girl, type of attitude and look to her face. Arms, but most definitely hands are the most challenging thing for me to do. It takes me a while to do some nice hands, but I could do it. I don't doubt my skills too much, So the slit of the eyebrows is something that I always do. I love doing it in the majority of my pieces. I think that's just my signature thing right there. I also have the heart curl that's on top of my characters' heads. I think that's also that is my signature thing that I love to do. But right here I'm sketching out her head. Her head, I like to make the heads chubby and but very roundish as well. The only time I don't do that route is when I'm drawing someone specifically. But yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. Her legs, I didn't know what I wanted her legs to do. So I constantly kept changing that. And now I'm drawing the clothes and figuring out how they're gonna be. The corset was probably kind of hard because the angle that she's in would have to also mimic the way her clothes are gonna be turned as well. And I threw some edges on her, I love doing edges. They're the most funnest part ever. For her hair, I wanted to have volume, just in the reference photo, but didn't know what type of curl pattern that I was gonna do. I was just gonna go for in the reference or just a afro curly. This hair most definitely reminds me of Starfire, her comic book version. I love how voluptuous and curly it is. So nice. Her hands, I was constantly fidgeting with them because it did not look right. I even told my sister to pose for me while I took a picture of actually her doing the pose. Okay, right here, now we're gonna start doing the line art. I like the little eyelashes that I add, the longer pieces. They just remind me of sesame seeds could be on the tip of them. So now I'm drawing her cute little nose and her cute little puckered lips. I love drawing lips on like the human body. That is like one of my favorite things to draw, lips. Now I'm doing her lashes. I hate doing lashes, but I love them at the same time. Lashes could just always be a hit or miss sometimes for me. Now I'm just sketching out the body. Her like lower half was so hard to draw out. It took me a few tries to like get it to look right. I even had to turn off the sketch to also see what I'm doing, like to see if it looks good like on its own. Then the hand, oh, I told you that takes me a while. The hand, I had to like keep erasing a little bit. I tried to like make sure her arms are proportional to her body as well. That is one thing that I hate, like not having the right proportions. I like doing round, cute little circle ears. Sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't. Lately, I've like been steering in the way where I don't do it because I've been trying to like, you know, get out of a little bit of that cartoonish phase, but I also love my art style. I think it really looks like me. It speaks volumes. Right now, I'm just doing her edges because I want them to look so crisp, so clean. I wish my edges could really look like that in real life, but I'm over here struggling. I ask my sisters to do my edges sometimes. Her edges is like art, like for real art. So far, I love the way it's coming out. She looks less stiff, and she looks more like those figurines that you see them anime girls. Like the way the pose is. It's really cute. I love it. Right here, I changed the color of her edges so I can see what it looks like and to see what's on top of what. Right now, I'm filling in her afro. I'm trying to get to see like what the curl patterns is gonna look like once like I add the details and finalize it and stuff. Right now, I'm adding details to her clothes. Oh, the stripes. I really had fun doing the stripes. I try to make them like, I honestly just eyeball the stripes to make sure they're like perfect distance between each other. But I love doing stripes. I put stripes on anything sometimes. Oh, right here I'm drawing the cute little burger and the fries that's on her headband. I thought this was so cute. Now I'm drawing the McDonald's M, but I didn't want it to look exactly like the McDonald's M. I ain't trying to get sued over here, so that's why I erased it a little bit to make it look more curvy. And right here, I'm starting to color the eyes. I love putting like a darker tone onto it, and then I alpha lock it, and then I put like lighter colors into it so I can add that shadow in her eyes. Right now, I'm figuring out I'm pretty much putting down the flat colors right now. I'm trying to figure out what's gonna be what. Right here, I'm doing the line art. I'm coloring the line art as I go. Me, when I draw, I literally hop around everywhere. I literally don't stay in one place. I'm organized, but not as much. Right here, I'm doing her afro. I'm putting in different shadows and textures throughout her hair so it can look more defined. I'm also right here, I'm like putting a darker tone underneath it so it could has some depth to it. And I made the afro smaller because I literally wanted all her hair to be in the photo. Now I'm adding like details and little highlights so you can see her curls. Like they popping, they real popping. Right here, I was trying to add like highlights so I could see like which, I don't know, so like I could show like light reflecting on her curls, but it was not going. Right now I'm doing the makeup, and I literally wanted to do like the exact kind of makeup that was on the reference, but a little bit more of like my style added into it. I love doing makeup. It feels like I'm actually doing makeup like in real life when I draw my characters with makeup on. And right now I added the cute little highlights. I added like a M, some sparkles. I am very extra when it comes to my art, as you're going to see right here and in the future. So just know that. Right now, I'm adding like shadows on her neck and in her chest area and on like the sides. I like was really like kind of sad that I didn't like, well, like this piece didn't need like rendering in the face, because like my rendering, it go crazy. It go a little crazy. But because like, you know, she's a clown, so she's just and her face is just like white. I was like kind of upset that I couldn't add it like, you know, a little blush to her, you know, make her look like she blushing. No, I couldn't do that. Right now I'm adding shadow within her skirt. I have a hard time making like latex looking clothes, and I need to practice more on that. That is most definitely something that I'm going to improve on. Oh, and this is when I had to remove like all the shadow because I realized that it was on the wrong layer, and I was so upset because I actually liked the shadowing, but I tried to do it the same way, but it wasn't the same. But I went back to fix it a little bit, tweaked it. I also changed like the coloring of it. Changing the coloring definitely like helped, most definitely give it that depth and like also like a different range of colors. I would say this piece like was kind of difficult for me, only due to the fact that like she's practically made up of like 3 or 4 colors, like red, white, yellow and black, and like doing like the shadows and the highlights, I wanted it to like pop, but like it's like you're so limited because you're working with like the same colors. So that's why I added like a tint of blue and green to like on her clothes, just so it doesn't look too basic. Right now I'm adding the shadows that's in her legs and her arms. I went with purple because I feel like it really made it pop way more. Now I'm adding details to the burger and the fries. I thought this was so cute. This is kind of like my favorite part. Well, one of my favorite parts making this. But yeah, right now I'm adding highlights to her lips. Now I'm adding the clips that's on her corset. I constantly move that M that's near her hair like too much. Now I'm trying to add like coloring to her corset so it can pop a little more. I love the hint of pink that I added. I really thought that was cute. It really made it like look like its own. Now I'm adding highlight to her arms and her clothes. I kind of went overboard on the highlight, so that's why you see me like erasing some. Adding shadow behind her to show that, like, you know, she's standing in front of her hair. I give it a little bit more depth. And now I'm like doing things with the gloves. Oh, and this was like a last minute addition. Thinking about Ronald McDonald, I was thinking about his old crew since they don't get recognition anymore. So I thought adding Burglar would be cool because he's like, wow, Ronald, you really done changed out here. Like you really cute out here now. So I'm pretty much like making him gush over her. Like I wanted to do like an anime style, you know, add a little story to it. His nose bleeding, like reminds me of Sanji from One Piece every time he saw like a cute girl. Now this is me adding the how do you call it? I would say like a cutout version in the back. I'm doing the background. Bro, tell me why I learned that McDonald's slogan isn't good. That's why you see it. I had my boyfriend tell me that it's I'm loving it. I knew it was I'm loving it, but I've also thought that it was also good. Like I swear I saw a commercial when I was younger and the slogan was good. But he told me no, that ain't it, girl. That ain't it. So right now, I wanted like this to pop. So it took me a while to pretty much figure out what I wanted the background to be. I put a lot of little M's in the back. Sparkles everywhere. Sparkles in the front. Yes, I'm bedazzling everything. Oh, and right here, I'm adding her jewelry. I thought I wanted to add a necklace, but I thought that would be doing too much. You know, trying to stay true to character. And I added a cute little nose ring. It reminded me of like a French fry. All right, so now we're gearing towards the end. Thank you so much, so much for watching my first ever video. I'm like really nervous, but I'm really excited for it. I've worked like really hard on this, and it took me a lot to push myself, to motivate myself to actually like start this YouTube. Like I've had this YouTube for a while now, and I just haven't been able to like post a video because like something in life, or it's just like I always put it off. But thank you for supporting me. Thank you for watching this video. Please leave down in the comments what you would like to see from me, and I'll see you later. Bye.